Good morning, warriors. Next up, we're going to talk about some Google Classroom organization tips. I have a little to-do list here of things I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how the calendar works on Google Classroom, the to-do list that they give you, the stream versus classwork, and then also turning in assignments, the difference between marking something as done or adding and creating something to turn in. So I'm going to go over to my Google Classroom courses. In the upper left hand, I can see the drop down of all the courses I'm enrolled in both teaching, but you guys will just see enrolled. So I'm going to go into this sample course we created. So when I go into any course, I am first on the stream. The stream is where teachers will post weekly previews, reminders, whole class announcements, but specifically under the classwork tab is where teachers will post everything that is due. Okay, and you'll be able to have topics that you see. So if you see like Unit 1, Unit 2, or by week, you're able to find that information quickly there as well. Also on the stream page, there's some helpful things to the right over here. If your teacher ever has you join a Google Meet, this is where you will find that link. And then also this box here will show you any upcoming assignments and things that are due. I'm going to go back up to these three lines where all my classes are listed, and I'm going to click here on my to-do list for the classes I'm enrolled in. What the to-do list is going to give you is a condensed one-place list where all your class assignments are posted. So you have this drop-down here that allows you to pick a specific class that you're enrolled in. I have this Building Mentors course and the sample course. If I just want to look at sample course, I can see what's coming up. So for example, this week, I have one thing that's due on Friday by midnight. I have this research paper that's due. Nothing next week, nothing later on. So this is a really helpful. I suggest using the drop down to focus on specific courses, but if you do want to look at everything all together, yours is probably much busier than mine. This is where you'd be able to find that information. Okay. I'm going to go back into my course dropdown, and now I'm going to click on Calendar. Calendar gives you just a different view, same information in terms of assignments coming up, assignments that are due. Again, you have the dropdown where I'm able to go into any of my courses to see. Right now, I'm just in all classes, and I have one thing, like I've already stated, due, that research paper on Friday the 17th. For those of you that are a little bit more visual and you like to look at your course for an entire week, then obviously you can change the week up here. Right? This is really helpful to use. The last thing I'm going to show us is go back into my sample course, and I'm going to go to classwork, is how to turn in an actual assignment. So hopefully we know how to do this, but it's always good to get a refresher. I'm going to click on view this assignment. So a couple things, and I think sometimes we get confused in terms of the two different options here. If I click the blue box that says mark is done, it's going to essentially tell the teacher that this paper is turned in, is completed. But if you notice, there's nothing that the teacher posted here for me to actually complete and mark as done. In order for me to turn in this research paper, I need to add that research paper from my Google Drive. Okay. If you're, just starting and creating a doc from new, obviously you would go here under create new. But if I've already written the paper and I know it's saved in my drive, I would go here, access that paper, retrieve it, and then turn it in. So for example, I'm just going to go into my drive right now. I'm going to click, let me just pick one thing here. Okay, insert. And now I'm going to say, Oh, attach a file you own. Let me do that one more time. Google Drive. Here we go, insert. And then you'll see your document is loading up here. And now I can hit turn in. Okay. And then if it's turned in anytime before the due date, because remember it's not until this Friday, I can always unsubmit, make changes, and return in again. If you have any questions, reach out to your teacher. You can also come up and see Mr. Scripshack or myself, Mrs. Byers, up in the LMC. Have a great day, Warriors.